Good morning, friends. Myself, RK Singh, an interest developer in physics. You can say mine as such. You can call me. Physics में एक interest पैदा करना and to understand physics very lucidly in a lucid manner, so you can solve any type of problem, any difficult problem concerning so many competitive examination like that of IIT, Advanced, JEE, Mains, NEET, etc. etc. Now today we shall discuss the topic next to free oscillation. Now first is damp oscillation and second we shall discuss forced oscillation. Till now we all had discussed all about free oscillations in which a restoring force F is directly proportional to the displacement of the particle from a fixed point around which particle executes to and fro SHM with a certain amplitude, certain displacement, and the nature of the and the mathematical description of that force comes out to be represented as F is equal to minus kx, x is equal to displacement and k equals to called force constant. Force constant or constant of restitution. If this type of force acts on any object, then that object executes a simple harmonic motion. In this type of motion we discussed all about the displacement, velocity, potential energy, kinetic energy, their total sum, how it remains conserved. In preceding topics we discussed in very detail and all tedious derivations were done there. Now we assumed in that type of relation that there is no any type of damping force that opposes the motion of the particle in such a way that energy with time decreases of that executing particle. Restoring force also opposes, but energy doesn't diminish in that case. But in this type of damping forces, what acts really in practical way on any particle doing any type of motion, you can say linear or SHM or certain type. So surrounding there is always certain type of harassing agency, you can say in a typical way, what always opposes the motion, and time by time it consumes energy of that particle, so that ultimately particle comes out to be at rest. We can say that amplitude of that particle decreases. You can take this type of damping forces as frictional forces, viscous forces, etc. etc. So very simple type of force, simplest one you can say that a force F naught called damping force, it is directly proportional to the velocity of the particle which is doing SHM at any time. So F naught is directly proportional to V, or F naught equals to minus BV in vector notation. B is a constant. So this is the simplest one force, damping force, what acts on the particle. So equation of motion of that particle which is doing SHM, on which this type of force is also acting and this type of force is also acting. So both forces are acting on that particle. So equation of motion considering the Newton second law of motion, m into d2x upon dt2, that is mass into acceleration of that particle, and that is the total force F plus F naught, and this is equal to minus kx minus Vv, and this implies m d2x upon dt2 plus Bv plus kx equals to 0, and this implies m d2x upon dt2 plus b dx upon dt plus kx equals to 0, since v is equal to dx by dt. So this is the equation of damping force. This is a second order differential equation, solving which we can find out the value of x, and we shall discuss so many cases related to this equation. Now, first of all, I am going to explain what will be the impact of this damping force. Suppose there is no, once a particle is brought under motion and there is no any force, there is only one force which is acting on that particle, that is the damping force. That is, if we omits this force and we brings out only this force, that is F naught is acting on that particle, then m d2x upon dt2 equals to minus bv. This means m dv by dx is equal to minus b into v, because d2x by dt2 is equal to dv by dt, dv by dt. So dv upon v is equal to minus b upon m dt. Solving this equation, we get as integrating dv by v is equal to minus b by m into dt. Integral, taking integral, we get v equals to c e to raise power b minus mt. T equals to 0, we can take v equals to v0. So v equals to v0 e to raise power minus bt upon m. This is the equation of velocity under this damping force. We see that if we take graphical representation of this velocity, suppose this is v and this is the time t, because v is the function of t. At t equals to 0, this is the origin, velocity is maximum v0, and this is decreases exponentially. This decreases, this is v0, t equals to 0, so v equals to t equals to 0, then from this equation v equals to v0 e to raise power 0, and this is equal to v0. So initially this is this, and this is the equation, v equals to v0 e to raise power minus bt upon m. Here we see that graphically, here we observe that as time, velocity of the particle, as time increases, velocity of the particle decreases exponentially. Same condition comes out to be for its amplitude also. Same situation comes out to be for the amplitude also. And now I am going to solve the second order differential equation. What will be the value of x? From this equation, it is solved by this md square plus bd plus kx equals to, bd plus k equals to 0. D equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4 mk upon 2m, and this is equal to minus b upon 2m plus minus under root b upon 2m का स्क्वायर माइनस k बाई m, k by m. So now equation of motion from this, that is x is equal to a1 e to raised power minus b upon 2m plus under root b upon 2m minus k by m into t plus a2 e to raised power minus b upon 2m minus b upon 2m square minus k upon m. This is the general solution. This is the general solution. Now k by m, it is, what is this? This is omega naught square. That is the square of natural angular frequency, because omega naught is equal to under root k by m, what we had discussed in the previous equation solving the free oscillatory motion. Now focus on this equation. Suppose b upon 2m minus k upon m is less than 0. It is less than 0. Suppose damping is small. The damping force what is acting on the particle which executed simple harmonic motion, that is small. Low type of damping is acting, that is the force of damping is not, its impact is very small. In that case, that is negative, and in that case the solution of this comes out to be x is equal to a e to raised power by b minus b upon 2m t sine of omega t plus delta, where omega equals to under root omega naught square minus b upon 2m का स्क्वायर, because this is square, from this square root has to be negative, though it comes out in terminology of I. You also know that e to raised power I theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta, de Moivre's theorem, and b minus 2m का square minus k by m is less than 0. So in that case the solution of this equation comes out to be this. We see that we can represent also x is equal to, suppose this is a naught, a sine of omega t plus delta. You can also write it as in the function of cos, because sine and cos function are very similar, representing the same harmonics. Now we here see that A equals to A0 e raised power minus B upon 2m t. A0 is the amplitude in the free oscillation. You can represent it t equals to 0, then A equals to A0. And we see that amplitude of the damped oscillator goes on decreasing as time increases, goes on decreasing exponentially as time increases. So in damped or harmonic oscillator, this condition is that if damping is small, then oscillator executes a simple harmonic motion with frequency omega. Omega you can consider this that, and at a certain time we can also assume that omega equivalent to omega naught, and in that case omega equivalent to omega naught, we shall express the equation x is equal to a sine of omega naught t plus delta. Delta is initial phase, we can find out its value, and A equals to A0 e raised power B upon 2m t. So this is the general equation. Solving this is the one case. Case may also be as such, B by 2m का whole square minus k upon m from here is more greater than 0. That is, damping is very high. The dissipative forces what is acting on during the simple harmonic motion of the oscillator, it is very, dissipative force is very strong. In that case, we shall find out from this in that case x equals to e raised power minus b upon 2mt, a1 e raised power e, this is square, b by 2m square minus k upon m plus a2 e raised power minus under root b upon 2m square minus k upon. Equation will be of this type. And if b by 2m is more greater than 0, b upon 2m ka square is more greater than k by m, in that case this reduces to e b minus 2m t a1 e raised power b upon 2m, this is t also, t minus plus a2 e raised power minus b upon 2m t. And if we solve this equation, here we see that the motion is aperiodic. If we displaces particle from the origin and we sets it free for the motion, then there is no any type of oscillation. It comes out to be at rest because dissipative force is very high, so it ultimately comes out to be at rest. Now one case is also here, and that is b by b upon 2m square minus k upon m equals to 0. In that case, the solution of differential equation a1 e to raised power minus b upon 2m t plus a2 e to raised power minus b upon 2m t, and this is equal to a1 plus a2 e to raised power minus b upon 2m into t. This is also aperiodic. Displacement decreases ultimately exponentially by this equation. So this is the case of damped harmonic oscillator. It has a lot of utilization in physics, in so many physical instruments of physics. Now I am going to discuss the forced oscillation. Force oscillation, if a force of certain frequency, that is force is also oscillatory in nature, is applied on this particle which is executing SHM. Suppose the force is F naught is equal to F sine of omega t. So in that case, equation of motion m d2x upon dt2 is equal to minus kx plus f sine omega t, and this equation comes out to be m d2x upon dt2 plus kx minus f sine of omega t equals to 0. This is the equation of force oscillation. If we apply a certain type of force which is also oscillatory in nature, that is, it has minimum and maximum value, it varies into a period with time, it varies with time harmonically, then when we apply on SHM particle which is executing, then after a certain time there is an adjustment between the particle executing SHM and this force, and ultimately the particle oscillate with the frequency of that